I think that a lot of people are very surface level sometimes, and I think that we focus so much on things that don't matter in the long run, and so we find ourselves separating quickly or at the first chance we get based on being so fragile and not being able to carry the weight of or make a decision between what is something that is very severe, very serious, and deserves like a long talk, counseling, this and that, right?
Yeah,
but we're going to counseling and having 3-hour conversations with our spouses about taking out the trash.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
nothing.
saying?
Or something as simple like I don't think that therapy is a bad thing, right? Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad thing. But I think a lot of times people go to therapy because they're too afraid to talk to their partner about the truth, right? It could have, when y'all go to the therapist, you're talking to the therapist
to mediate, y'all.
Yeah, to mediate, because y'all can't have a civil conversation with each other in your own household, you know? And I think that's a big problem. If you can't sit in front of your spouse and have a real conversation without, you know, cussing at each other, getting really loud, you know, and basically almost to the point where you guys are embarrassing yourselves to each other, you can't do that. That's a problem. And your guys, you know, sometimes I feel like even people use therapy as a cop-out to say, well, now I can say this because you don't want to embarrass yourself in front of this person, do you? You know? And so I think we need to just, you know, get back to the root of just have a conversation, you know? Even if it's hard at first, just say, hey, let's have a quick conversation real quick.
I think that some of our biggest breakthroughs and some of like the most difficult things that we dealt with within our marriage, I think have blossomed from the hard conversations.
Yeah.
Like if you're avoiding the hard conversations, you're not growing.
Yeah.
And so that doesn't only apply to marriage. That's life.
Yeah. That's anything. Yeah. The stuff that's hard is the stuff that makes you grow.
Yeah.
If it's easy, you're gonna be able to do it tenfold.